Yo, what's going on, my dudes? It's your boy Beardson Beardly here. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. Today, this is kind of a weird niche little video I wanted to make, just because I feel like this is sort of one of the underappreciated aspects of retro video games. I feel like, this doesn't really get talked about often, and I think it's a really integral part of it, and that is, the instruction manuals for the games. I'm not like too picky where if I see a good deal out and it has the case and the art and everything but no instruction manual, like I'll still probably pick it up, but man, like there's something about having the instruction manual with it. It's such a good little feature that used to come with all of our games, and it was so much fun to, your mom takes you to the GameStop, you pick up a game, and, she's taking you back home, and you're just in the back seat thumbing through the manual, learning how to play the game and the controls, and getting immersed into the world of the game before you even pop the disc in. It was such a cool thing that we no longer have, and I think that's the reason why you play a new game now and it seems like it takes 4 hours to even get started, because there's tutorial after tutorial after tutorial after tutorial built into these games. It's frustrating. So today I thought, maybe we'll just take a look at some of my personal favorite instruction manuals from video games. These aren't the best, obviously, but these are just 5 from my collection that, I just thought were kind of cool and maybe kind of highlight how cool they are. So first up here, we're going to talk about Final Fantasy XII. Kind of a controversial Final Fantasy game, but first, I love this steelbook. This thing is like super cheap. You can find it almost anywhere for like $10, the steelbook version of it. But it's such a cool little package, especially if it's all together with the bonus DVD and everything. Like, I love the artwork that's on the inside, and the artwork of the steelbook's really cool, and I love this manual. This manual is really cool. I really like it a lot. Not because it's like super intricate or anything, but man, it's like 40 pages. First off, it's actually longer than Lauren Southern's book, and it really is just in depth. I think for like a basic manual with not a whole lot of super flourish or artwork, it really does a good job though of explaining and breaking down all of the systems and the intricate things that are going on in this game. And if you read this manual, it would pretty much give you a pretty good idea of where you're going to be going and what you're going to be doing in this game. You won't need a tutorial. You don't need this long drawn out sort of thing. It's all right here in the manual. You can consult the manual. It's got a lot of really good tips. I really enjoy this manual a lot, and I think it's an example of a manual well done. Next up, one of my favorite games of all time, Metal Gear Solid 2. This is actually my original copy that I bought on launch day, which my mom let me skip school to just sit at home and play it all day, which was a top G move. This manual is probably one of, if not my favorites of all time, because again, the artwork is beautiful. It's super long, goes really into detail with the controls and the world and the alert system and how to sneak and everything else. I really love it. I enjoy it a lot. There's backstory, kind of fills you in a little bit so you're not totally lost if this is your first Metal Gear. And here are the characters with, the gorgeous artwork. But one of my favorite things about this manual isn't just, the obvious breakdown and everything, but it comes with a comic book in the manual. It's like the first 30 to 45 minutes of the game illustrated in a beautiful art style in comic book form, sort of just walking you through the first 30 to 45 minutes of the game. It's so cool, man. I really love that they put so much effort into this manual, and it's such a good example of what a manual should be. Like I said, immersing you into the world of the game before you even pop the disc in. They just don't make stuff like this like they used to. It's really unfortunate that they don't put as much care into the packaging of these games like that. And of course, big shout out for the bonus Silent Hill 2 ad on the back. You gotta love that, a little cross promotion there. Next up, Manhunt. I think a very underrated Rockstar game, and I love this box art. I love the back. I love this sort of snuff film, VHS, underground aesthetic. You guys know me. I love a good VHS aesthetic. It's just like one of my favorite things in the world. I love it. But I love this manual, and I love really all the Rockstar manuals because they were all like very thematic. Like this one, for instance, is supposed to be like sort of a catalog for the films that are being made in the game. That's sort of one of the gimmicks of the game, right? Is you're in this like underground murder rink and they film it and sell it to people. And this is the catalog to advertise those tapes. Like, and it's all done and written it's sort of in universe, in game. And I love that. It gives you a breakdown of like the characters and the weapons and all that. And I just love the style of it too. It's got this sort of like gritty black and white, feels almost like an old vintage like punk rock magazine sort of vibe to it. It's just really cool to me how much effort they put into making this little manual. And again, it's like it's got all the information. It's all your guns and your weapons, and here's the finishers. But I just love that it's all like sort of done in universe. Rockstar always did a really good job with all their manuals of like sort of immersing you into the world before you even put the game in and got started. And it's just such like just cool little details like this, I think, really enhance the experience, you know, of playing the game. It's just such a cool manual. I loved all their manuals. I think it's great. And yeah, great game too. You should definitely play it. Next up, of course, the GOAT, Silent Hill 2. This was sent to me actually by a buddy of mine. Shout out to Ignatz for sending me this. What a legend. One of my most prized possessions in my collection. This game's super rare, obviously, very expensive now. And but I love this manual. I wanted to show off this manual. And not particularly because this one has like a lot of detail or anything like that. It's actually a pretty small manual, but I just love the art in this. Like, it totally fits the vibe and the aesthetic. And, you know, you have like a prologue, sort of gives you a rundown of the game. And, you know, and then you have like your basic instructions, like here's how you play the game. But then you go to these like beautiful character artworks and character synopsises. Like, they're just so cool looking, you know. It really feels almost like you have like a Silent Hill comic book or a Silent Hill, you know, visual novel that comes with the game, with this like gorgeous artwork, this gorgeous aesthetic. Just very, very cool. Konami always did a pretty good job with all of their manuals, and this one's definitely, I think, one of the cream of the crop in terms of just a great manual. I love that. And shout out again, little cross promotion, Metal Gear Solid 2 ad at the back. Gotta love that. And then finally, just one of my personal favorite JRPGs from this era, Legend of Dragoon. I love this game. I miss these big 4-disc cases. Like, I don't know, they just look really cool on a shelf. And the whole packaging for this game is really great. I've never seen PS1 discs look so beautiful. I love like the printed artwork on the discs of this game. Like, I just think they look so great. They're very colorful and vibrant. They aged really well too. And the manual's just really cool too. It's very long manual. A lot to get into, but again, I love the aesthetic. I love that the effort they put in of actually putting in like some of the CG art stills into the game, from the game into the manual, and you know, the little like character portraits and things like that. I love like the aesthetic and the background that all the information is laid on. This is, I don't know, it's again like not a super elaborate manual by any means, but there's just a lot of effort put into it to make it look cool, you know, and to convey the information from the game in a very, you know, interesting way. So I'm having trouble like keeping these little booklets are hard to keep open, especially this one because it's like pretty mint. But yeah, I'm struggling. But yeah, look at that artwork though, man. Like, I love that, like, you know, they didn't have to put this stuff in, but they did, you know. Again, it's sort of like getting you hyped for the game before you even play the game. Like, dude, for this game particularly for me too, is like a personal story. It was like a struggle to get. I had asked for this and Chrono Cross for Christmas, and I didn't get either one. I didn't get either one for Christmas, and instead I got like FUBU clothes. So I took my Christmas money that my grandpa gave me, and I went out and bought both of those games. And yeah, this was the one that I really fell in love with out of those two. I loved Chrono Cross too, but I loved this one. I mean, like the character bios, the beautiful CG art, like just nothing really compares nowadays to this. There's just so much character and aesthetic. There's like a distinct art style with these games that I just think is like sort of unmatched, you know, from this era. And again, this packaging is just so beautiful. Like I love the cover art and I love these discs. I just think these discs look gorgeous, you know, with the printed art on them. So I'm a big fan of this game. Big fan of this game. It definitely one that I would recommend picking up for your collection, even if you're not a big fan of JRPGs, just because the packaging is so good. I think it's one of the most beautiful PS1 packages that they made. So yeah, I mean, these are just some of my favorites. There's obviously a few more honorable mentions that I didn't get to. I think the Escape from Monkey Island one's really good. The Final Fantasy VIII one's really good, especially because it comes with like a mini walkthrough if you get a complete in-box package. I mean, there's a lot of really good video game manuals, and there's even still some for the PS3 that I think did pretty good. The PS3 was really like kind of the last generation that did instruction manuals, so you know it's kind of unfortunate. I miss them, man. I really do. I miss the instruction manual. I think that it was sort of like a cool little flourish to really enhance your experience. And honestly, it's like sometimes I'll be playing these games. I actually do consult the manuals if if I'm stuck or I don't know what to do or I don't know how a game functions. It's actually really nice to have the manuals for these things. So, and you can view all these online too. There's a great site, like was it Vim's Lair, that has a bunch of these scanned in that you can go and view the PDFs of, and it's really cool to just go back and look at those manuals. Even if you're emulating games, I'd recommend, you know, perusing through the manual before you play the game. It's a really cool way to get more immersed into these games. So what are your favorite manuals though? Do you guys have any specific video game manuals that really stick out in your head, or am I just a weird freak that's obsessed with these things for no reason? I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but let me know your thoughts. I mean, do you think that video game manuals should come back? I think that they should, but what are your thoughts? Let me know. Anyways, love you guys. God bless. I'll see you guys soon. Beards and Beardly signing out. Bye.